What's happening, people? United Central here, back with another video. This is the match preview, the battle of all battles, the opposition preview. We have Grizz Khan, you know what I mean, the famous Liverpool fan, you know what I mean, respectable Liverpool fan, you know what I mean, does his shows on LFC Day Triples, Carnage. Shout out to Carnage Show. If you haven't watched that, I'm telling you now, man, Grizz's Carnage doing bits over there at Carnage Show. Shout out to LFC Day Triples for that, man, you know what I mean? But Grizz, how are you doing, mate? How's everything going? You know
Side, I'm good, man. Side, I'm good, man. I'm just looking at the way you titled this, and you're sick, bro. Battle of all battles. You know this is real. Yeah? And
this is real, man.
The thing is, yeah, we've been talking off air like this as well. Both of us are so hyped for this game, and like we're always hyped for a Man United Liverpool game, but this has got that extra edge there where you guys are ahead of us, and you've been smashing me in the WhatsApp this week, but I have to take it. I have to accept it. You know, you're on top of me. I have to let you talk, bro. You know what I mean? But Sunday's gonna be wild, bro. Sunday's gonna be wild.
Have you ever noticed anything like this? You know what I mean? Obviously, Man United for the last 7 years have been on the coattails of kind of mediocrity since Al Ferguson left. Obviously, Jurgen Klopp has kind of almost created a dynasty. Last 4 or 5 years, I think Liverpool have been on the upward trajectory. Man United have been slowly kind of finding different managers, different styles now. Is this a kind of a weird feeling for you at the minute? You know what I mean? Man United on the up now, you know?
Do you know what it is? It's not a weird feeling because I've seen like through the hard times and the good times. So I've seen this rivalry, man. You know what I mean? I'm an old boy, bruv. So I've been watching these games and supporting these teams, like supporting Liverpool through Man United games for ages. And I was chatting to one of your brethren. Shout out to what's the name of the channel, man?
Madrid United.
That's right, Madrid United. Shout out to them guys there. I was chatting to him, and he asked me a similar question, like, "What's your first memory?" And bro, I'm taking it back to John Barnes days, bro. That was my first memory. And Barnes and Beardsley tucked you away nicely at Anfield. That was my first memory, bro. So, but yeah, do you know what it is? We've been chatting, and nervous. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna be honest. No, I'm very honest. You know me. I'm gonna tell you, say how it is. It's the first time I'm nervous going into this game. So recently, I kind of told you lot to come in Anfield. I know we're going to bust you up. Yeah, last 3-4 seasons, I know that's going to happen. But this is the first time I'm nervous. I'm not scared. I'm not worried. There's definite respect there. But the first time it's nervous. And that's credit to you guys for the way you're playing and the form that you're showing. But it also means we're not playing very good. You understand? So the combination of those two factors makes me nervous, bro. That's what it is. But if you're not nervous, there's something wrong with you in these games. Do you know what I mean? You can't be human and not be nervous. Like, you know, I know so many Man United fans have been gassing this week. But I know when it comes to Sunday kickoff, you're going to be nervous. You know, it's human nature.
Yeah, I think that's the overriding feeling. You know what I mean? I think what Man United fans and what general fans do when they're at the top is they kind of give themselves kind of a false kind of confidence. You know what I mean? It's kind of a barrier there, isn't it? You know, because you want to let people know that we are good. Don't worry about us. When reality, I respect Liverpool and what they're doing, and I still think on their day they can hurt Liverpool. They can hurt Man United. Listen, you know what I mean?
Do you know people that just talk one way, extreme, and you know, there's no point discussing things with them if they're going to say, "Yeah, we're going to smash you." No one's going to smash no one. Yeah, so whether Liverpool fans say, "Yeah, we're going to smash you," they're talking deluded because it doesn't really happen in big games. Yeah, saying that, this is a mad season, bare shit's happened already. But realistically, when you get two teams that are sort of such fierce rivals, whether they're in form or not. So how many times have you been in bad boy form going against Liverpool and we tuck you away? Or we've been in bad boy form and you come and put a result against us. It happens. You know, we can't beat you at Old Trafford, even though we've been the best team in Europe for the last 2-3 seasons. We can't beat you at Old Trafford, even though you've been rubbish because the rivalry, you raise your game, whatever. So when people say, even when United fans are been saying all week, we're going to go there and I'm telling you, we're going to hurt your defense. You may hurt our defense in patches, whatever, because we're not brilliant. But at the moment without injuries, but it's going to be a tight, fascinating game. So fascinating. I can't wait.
What it is, yeah.
Wait.
You know what it is, man. I can't wait for it as well, man. It's gonna be the game of all games. That's why I called it
Battle
the
of
preview,
battles,
the
bro.
battle of all battles, man. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. You know when you look at it, yeah, you analyze football. Right? Liverpool have got defenders, but I've seen this in football before, Grizz. I remember Man United versus Barcelona. You know, when they had Yaya Toure at the back. I've seen this in football where players play at the back and say now Fabinho and let's say maybe Henderson. But there's something about the kind of mentality. There's something about the winning culture that kind of gets them forward. I don't know what it is because I've seen this before, you know. I've seen players, you know, centre defensive midfielders of quality, play centre back here. And the team realize that we're in the pressure, we're in this together, and the guys at the top do their business, bro. I've seen this before, and that's what worries me, Grizz.
You know what it is? Do you know what it is? You made a wicked example of Yaya Toure there because I remember that Champions League final. Yeah. And again, my Man United brethren were saying, "Oi, they got Yaya playing at the back.
No,
oi, we need to do this. Rooney, Giggs, etc., etc. We need to be on. We can do this. We can do this." And then Yaya Toure pulled out some man of the match performance where he was untouchable. Oh, same with Fabinho. Fabinho's been like that for us, bro. Yeah. Fabinho has been a revelation at the back. You know why? Because he's a footballer. And he's got that mentality of he loves defending. He loves it. You know, he's feisty. And you're right about the rest of the mentality when the team gets together, when they know that they're not at full strength, things aren't going smoothly. And it's that siege mentality. We gang up, we get together, it brings us closer. And that's what I'm hoping for as well, because we've done it so far. You know, I've told you, we've done it against Chelsea, Leicester, Wolves, Arsenal, all these teams that thought they're coming to, you know, to hurt us, and we didn't let them breathe.
You banking on that, Chris? Are you banking on that kind of mentality? Is that what you're hoping for?
I have to. It's the facts are there, innit? I can't, it's not made up. I'm not making it up, am I? So it's there, we've done it. So it's not false. You know, you talked about some Man United have got false hopes of winning the league, false hopes of smashing Liverpool. That's false hopes, yeah. But you know you're going to come to Liverpool, and you know it's your best chance. That's fact.
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
So you know you're coming to Liverpool in much better form than us. That's fact. Yeah. So there's facts and there's like just pure false delusions. You know, I'm not making this up. You know as well as I do, we're bad boys at Anfield, regardless of what season, what we like 67 games we've been unbeaten there. That's ridiculous. 67 games, you know, Saeed. Yeah. That's a, you know, and you know, we've had a lot of teams come there and think they're gonna do us. So if Man United do to us, then boy, I'm gonna be the first one to hold my hands up and say, yeah, you're on this title this year, on this. But I think it's a massive, huge test to come to us. Especially, I'm hearing that Matip's gonna be fit. So I'm hearing Matip's going to be.
I didn't want to hear that, man.
Yeah, I'm here to give you that bad news. I don't want to give you all good news about, you know, I know it's your channel. And that. I'm here to just level you out, bro, and saying, look, Matip is fit, bro.
Would you take a 40% Matip? Then nothing.
I don't like our youngsters, so I have to be real. But Matip, 40% is harsh. I'll take a 60% Matip, bro.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably go and push it there. It wouldn't be fit if it was 40%. It would be on one leg.
Do you know what I mean? But I don't want to diss my other two centre-backs too much. Like, they're kids, innit? One's 18-year-old. He was playing at Kidderminster Harriers last season, man. Come on. You know, we're talking.
Sounds like a Smalling, you know, kind of a rise up. You know, Smalling was at Maidstone, and then, you know he came to Liverpool. Came to United, sorry.
But he developed slowly. We're looking to trust him in Champions League games like we have been. And, you know, this game here, it's a bit too much for him, man. He's not of the required level right now. I'm going to be real with you. I know a lot of Liverpool fans are saying he's got potential, he's young, you know, them top Reds that don't see nothing else except, you know, positivity. I get that. And I would always back a young player. But you've seen him. He's got rinsed a couple of times, bro. You know what I mean? You've seen a couple of games. Everyone's seen it. He's got rinsed a couple of times. And I would have liked to see him up against Rashford and Martial and them mans. And the other fella, Phillips, Nat Phillips, is big and strong. And if Cavani was playing, then maybe I wouldn't mind that. If Cavani was your front man only, then that would work for us. But if it was any of the others, they would destroy Nat Phillips because he's poor on the floor. But, you know, up against Cavani, I would have said, yeah, don't risk Matip. We got no choice, bro. 60%, 60%, 70%. We got to inject him and tell him to get on the pitch, bro. He's got to handle his business.
You know, when you look at the game and you're thinking, you know what I mean, you're 3 points behind Liverpool, you know, would you prefer it like this, or do you prefer it that you're on top, you had to kind of run away with it, and it's like, you know, what do you prefer? Do you prefer this and show that, you know what, this is a new side of Liverpool? No, I'm not about that life. I'm about last season sitting back, sipping my tea. We did, yeah, exactly.
I'm not about this, bro. I don't need this stress in my life, yeah? I get it.
Because Liverpool are not used to it.
No, I get it. It's a race. I get it. It's part of football. You know, we're not always going to smoke the league, us and City. Like last few seasons, us and City have been just flying. I get it. It's a proper race. But if you ask me what I prefer, nah, man. Everyone's going to say, yeah, we love it. But the fact that we're in it, I'm not shying away from it. And you know me, I don't shy away from it. You know, but it's not about me and it's not about you. It's about our teams, bro. They can't shy away from it. Liverpool, you're absolutely right. I know where you're trying to go with this. And Liverpool have to show the mentality that they're in a race with you mans. You know what I mean? And you mans are holding it up at the moment. You know, you had a disastrous start to the season. And I know you was ranting and raving. And I know you was aggy. But, bro, now last 10, 11 games.
No one could see this coming, though. No one could see that coming. I don't think anyone could say to themselves, I believe Oli was going to do that. Did you honestly believe that as an outsider, that Oli was going to be top of the league right now?
No, I admit. I'm not going to gas and say, yeah, I knew that. No, I admit I didn't see this. But I didn't see like him that bad, like certain fan bases did.
Like Lampard, Arteta. Yeah. I mean, how they're doing a bit in terms of results-wise. Okay.
Because look, at the end of the day, Ole, right, is I still saying, and I agree with you, that he's not the long-term future for Man United. I get that. But I also think you have to be real, you know, and he's in you. I know it's probably slow and painstakingly so on your side, and you're thinking, we need to be improving faster. But there's a lot of good teams out there. There's a lot of money that's being spent out there. You have to be real. It's a slow process.
You know why I say that? Because I feel like I look at the last 2 years of teams there, and Chelsea have been poor, Arsenal have been poor, Tottenham, for all their talking, have been poor. You know what I mean? Man City, if you call it last season, have been poor. You know what I mean? And no one's improving apart from Liverpool. Sometimes you say to yourself, if now, when? If now, challenge for the league, when
I hear what you say.
Ever challenge for the league?
I hear what
you know what I mean? Can this be any worse? Will Tottenham be any worse than what they are right now in terms of Mourinho?
You want to capitalize in that market.
Exactly.
That's everyone's. Yeah. Well, I don't think we're going to be as. What's the word? We're not. I don't think we can. Can we be? I'm asking you, and this is, and I want you to be honest and real here as well, right? No gas, right? Be real with me, right? Yeah. Can you, like, can you see us being this unlucky with injuries, etc. again, or any team? Like, can you remember? Can you remember every signing that we made? Thiago to add the create. Look, Mans was saying, what was everyone saying? Liverpool been found out against Park Bus. They struggle. So what do? We buy Jota, right, to add to that. He starts the season like fire. Yes or no?
Yeah, of course.
And everyone's saying, what the fuck is this Jota, man? You know what I mean? And then we buy Thiago, and I know you know ball. You know your football, and you know Thiago is a serious baller.
Serious.
And both the mans are out until now. Like, Jota's still out. How unlucky is that? And then we've got 3 out of our major centre halves. Sorry, 2 are major centre halves out for the season, and 1 that is in and out, like Matip. Bro, that's. And I'm not even talking about the side. You know the side injuries that everyone says everyone gets. I get that. We've had Trent out, we've had Salah out, we've had Hendo out, we've had you know, these players out. That's normal. That's normal football. Every club has that. But any club that has their major signings taken out of it and their 2-3 centre backs out of it, that's a lot of work, man.
It is a lot of work.
A lot of work. Imagine you guys without Maguire, Bailey, Pogba, Fernandes. You know, imagine you guys without it. Imagine any squad. Pull out the Kevin De Bruyne and you know, Diaz and all these players. Teams struggle, man. So I still rate us for being there, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I still rate us to be in and around the top.
Yeah, of course, and that's why I look at it. I think in terms of Liverpool, I don't know. I don't want to give kind of too much, kind of credit for Liverpool, but it's that might make Liverpool stronger having to back towards the end of the season. Having, I don't know if Van Dijk's going to be available towards the end of the season. Is he going to be available, Van Dijk, towards the end of the season?
Yeah, it will be.
Could that be a kind of a thing where you look at thing? You know what? These guys, yeah. Could that be a thing where you're looking at thinking, you know what, that could be the motivation you probably need. Get patch, maybe beat us, you know what I mean? I hope not, but beat us, and then you're thinking, right, we can push on now. We can get the players now. Yotta's back. You know what I mean? You can buy Militao. Shout out to Agent Grizz card, you know what I mean? You can buy Militao. You know what I mean? You can get all these players in. You never know.
What I will say is the first step to motivation and sort of confidence boosting is Sunday. Forget everything else.
Forget everything else.
You said Sunday is major for that, and it's major because A, we're not on top, and B, we're playing the team that is top, and C, that team turns to be our fiercest rivals, bro. Like this ain't if we were playing West Brom at home trying to get to the top, you know what I mean? It's not the same. Or even a Spurs. Or even a Chelsea. We're playing Man United here, bro. And we're trying to get on top of you again. So to just keep you quiet for a little while because you've been talking so much this week. So we want to just keep you quiet a little bit. It will be denting your confidence. And it will definitely boost our confidence. But if you win, like only you know what it does for your confidence. But from my side, if we don't win, bro, there's going to be some serious doubters, and we're going to need some serious.
That's why I call it a 6-pointer. Is this a 6-pointer game, though? When you look at the bottom of the league, we always say 6-pointers. Yeah, I think this is a 6-pointer. Liverpool win this, they regain confidence, and they say, you know what? Listen, you held that seat for us. We're back now. We're ahead of you on goal difference. Will it be goal difference? Yeah, it will be goal difference ahead of us.
Yeah.
We win this, and I think for us, it kind of takes us kind of an advantage where, you know what?
Your mindset changes. Your mindset changes if you win. Yeah.
Yes.
I think the majority of fan base really knows that, a win is hard. You're not going to get a win, but you can definitely avoid defeat. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's the mindset that I think your manager's going to have going into the game, trying to avoid defeat. And I don't know if that could play into our hands, man. I know,
man.
I know it's working for most of you. Look, I know it's worked mostly for him in the big games, but not every big game. Not every
that's
game
downhill, though,
is like a Liverpool team. Because
that's our downhill, though. In the top 6, we've won. I don't think we've won a top 6 game. Have we won a top 6 game?
Not this season, I don't think, innit?
No.
Like Chelsea, you didn't beat. Man City, you didn't beat. Spurs, you definitely didn't beat.
No, definitely.
Leicester,
Arsenal, we lost.
Yeah, but
if you look at the top 6 in terms of traditional top 6 teams,
Okay, yeah, 6, yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Leicester withdrew.
That's what I'm saying.
It is a mental block. That's why, for me, I'm worried, man. And that's why I'll always have doubts about Oli, because when the final hurdle is the Champions League exit, the cup finals, the cup semi-finals, there for me are the things that I look at. I think that's what doubts me. But if you can get over this line, you know what, man? I can say, you know what? Give him all the credit he needs. And you know what? We're back into the end of the season. Not that I think that I'm Oli, and I believe in the manager, but I have to back the process to the end of the season. Have to support the team. But what you can do,
but what you can do, or what you should do, or most people should, like fan base, to do, is take it on face value. Like if the man's doing his business, then you have to give him his plaudits. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, you look like an idiot if you're just harping on the same shit and your team is going upward trajectory, but you're still saying the same shit. Happens with us as well. Certain mans have got, issues with, like, let's say Henderson. So they had an opinion on him 4 years ago.
I know,
right? And they stuck to that opinion.
Mine's banter, by the way. Mine's banter. You know what
I mean? I know that. I know that. I know you're real. But that's what I'm saying. So certain Liverpool fans will still be chatting shit about Henderson when they know he's one of the first ones on our team sheet now. Like we don't function the same without Henderson. And I get Henderson ain't flashy and skillful and all that business, but he's our system player, and he's the captain of that system. So do you know what I mean? It's at the end of the day, opinions are there to be fluid. You know, you can't be so one track in your opinion, man. You got to be fluid, man, in your opinion. So that's the way I look at it, man. With Ole as well, like, you know, I love calling him Ole. People say, why are you calling him Ole? It's Oli. But I love calling him Ole. You know, he's doing a decent job, man. As he's getting better and better. Maybe he's learning on the job, and certain fans can't take it. That why is he learning on our job? Like, why is he learning while he's a coach of Man United? Why don't you go and do your apprenticeship somewhere else, and we want the finished article? But fans can get greedy sometimes, man. Let him just learn and get better. I'm okay with Ole, you know. I know I would say that, but he's doing an all right job.
I think for me, it's one of them. You get me, like when you want to aspire to be better, you know what I mean. You got to look at the bigger picture for me, and I feel like, you know, it's gonna take time, but I think you got to just, you know, face the facts and see where football takes you. What I've learned over this lockdown is you have to see where football takes you. You know, you might have an opinion of a manager, you might have an opinion of a player, but I can't change anything, man. As a fan, you can't change anything. The fact of the matter is, the board have their conscience. They ride with what they feel. And as a fan, you have to ride with emotion. You have to almost soak it in and say, you know what? This is what it is. These are the facts. He's doing well. Back the process to the end of the season. You may have your opinions, but at the end of the day, you know, the football is what football is. If you win the league with that manager, he has done well. You have to give him his credit. When he doesn't do well, and then at the end of the season, you might have to say, you know what? You've given us, you give Ollie, you've done us all right, and you've done us where you can do. Let's get a better manager who can finish the job right now. And that's my only opinion of everything at the minute. In terms of the battles of the kind of the game, where is the game going to be lost and won? Because I'm looking at thinking, for me, midfield. Whoever wins that midfield battle has won the game.
I think so. I mean, even though you'll have a more settled defense than us, well, hopefully if Matip's fine, then we should be okay. Or let's say you've got the more informed defense. Yeah. You've got the more informed every aspect, really. I mean, our midfield has probably been our best area. I mean, up front, we're badly out of form. At back, we haven't been brilliant. Our midfield is keeping us going. But we're tired, man. We've done a lot of running. Henderson, Gini, Thiago just coming back. And you boys are quite feisty in there with McFred, as you call him, McTominay and Fred in there. And then I don't know if he's going to play Pogba, but Bruno's definitely going to be floating around there. I think that's where we have to control you. Not so control you, I think because that's our midfield role is to control normally. But since we've signed Thiago, you know, we're trying to play differently, you know, so we're trying to play more through the central as opposed to going through our fullbacks. Like last few seasons, we've relied on our fullbacks to come through, flying through. But because of Thiago, we're trying to go more central. So I don't know how you're going to set up, man, because I've been thinking about it and we've been discussing. We don't know if you're going to play a back five or you're going to play four in midfield. So
I think Ollie will play a back five. I think Ollie will play a back five because he's done that against the big teams. Man City, not Man City, Chelsea game. I think the PSG game, did he go for it? I think the RB Leipzig games, he's gone for it. The big games, basically, he has gone for it. You know, a back five. And I feel like for me, that's where we kind of go wrong. You know what I mean? Man United have got more than enough in that midfield with Van der Beek and Dolly and Pogba to probably match City in that midfield. But the problem is about the balance. Who can play with each other? Who has a kind of chemistry? When you look at Henderson and Fabinho, you probably think, bloody hell, man, Henderson and Fabinho, they would never go together. But they have a great chemistry, and you've got to respect it. And you say, you know what? That's what works well, isn't it?
It's all about partnerships. It's not about the names on the back of the shirt. I always say this. It's about what works for your team. Again, I was chatting to Adam and I was saying to him, and I made a bet with him. I said, I guarantee you in 2-3 years' time, Scott McTominay will be the heartbeat of your midfield. There will be no arguments. But just because he's not fashionable right now, just because he's like, I can see Henderson vibes in him. People not backing him like they didn't back Henderson. You know, they're thinking, oh man, we want Pogba in that position, or we want Bruno in that position, or we want Van der Beek in that position, all names. Yeah, but this is the guy, one of the guys, I should say, that's made you put you where you are right now. So respect him, innit? Like respect him a little bit, guys, because he's took you this far. Like all those other mans didn't enable you to get this far. He's been, unless you tell me wrongly, he's been one of the regulars under Ole in that central midfield.
I think he's been a regular. I think what he gives Ole is he gives you hard work and a devil. I think Ole loves that as a manager.
But it's all about, as I said, it's all about combinations. You can have your flair around him. You can't.
But his output is great though. His output, he scored some goals, and I give credit to that. But in the balance of the play, in the top 6 games, it's not about top 6 games though. How he hasn't affected the games at all.
But is his game there to be scoring goals? It's not. That's your Bruno.
No,
why don't you ask Bruno the same question? Why haven't you affected the big 6 games? Don't ask Scott McTominay. Why are you picking on a kid when you can be picking on a big man, Bruno, your star man? He's supposed to be doing that. Why are you flat tracking, scoring penalties in the last minute, wherever, for 4-1, 3-1 wins and stat padding?
Is that nothing wrong with modern game now? You know what I mean? It's like,
of course it is.
Everyone wants a full team start full of high levels.
It's all about stats. The modern game is all about, when you start a debate or chat about players, the first thing they'll say is, but what? Look at his goals and assists. Like, there's nothing else in football that counts apart from goals and assists. Like, there's no context about where one plays. Like, you can talk about any midfielder and they'll just look at his goals and assists. You know, I heard people talking about Thiago's goals and assists. I see one man chatting absolute doo-doo about Thiago. I'll tell you the difference between Thiago and Pogba. Pogba gets more assists. Thiago ain't got no assists. He can't pass. He don't make the final pass. Like, that's such a random, stupid comment to make. Like, how can you be doubting? How can you be asking about Thiago's? You must not have seen him play then, surely, if you're criticizing his passing. Because, you know, he passes like no one else. So, you know, but they always look at goals and assists. Numbers. Look at the numbers. Numbers ain't everything, man. You got to have the eye test. You got to have an eye for talent. You got to know, this player, you can tell he's running the game. You know, tempo, all about setting the tempo. Now, Scott McTominay, we were talking about, he's young. He's not going to be able to control the tempo of a game yet. He hasn't got it yet. But give him time. I believe he will. I rate him, you know, Said. We can, God willing, if we're here 2-3 times.
Perspective, though. It's good to hear different perspectives.
You're going to be sat here and you're going to be saying, yes, bro. You told me about Scott McTominay 3 years ago, bro, and you know what I mean. He's a real one.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, he's a real.
See, I hope so, man, and I hope so. And the attacking forward line, I know you got Salah and Mane on their day. You know, Fabinho, big game player. You know what I mean. Do you think the game's going to be won or lost there, or do you solely believe, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
the midfield will be the key.
The weird thing is, our front lads have never once fired this season altogether. We've had where one person's firing and 2 have flopped. But the mashed up thing is the last few weeks, all 3 have been misfiring. And that's what's cost us. You know, we've had chances in every game we've played to tuck it away. And normally we get that one goal, like, you know, Man City been doing, or you guys as well, getting that one goal, game over. How many times did we do that last season? We done that last season so many times, and everyone call it boring. Liverpool lucky. But it's an art. You got to be efficient. You got to be cold killers, man. And we haven't been that. And I'm hoping we turn up Sunday and we clart you up, man. I'm hoping we finish every chance, man, because it's gonna get tense, bro. If it's 0-0, going up to 60, 65 minutes, it's gonna be tense, bro. I'm gonna switch my phone off and shit, man.
Do you know what? We do a watch along here. Yeah. We do a watch along with rants here, and you know what? I'm gonna be having, private. You know when it says private or comments, like the game against Burnley, I put private comments. I didn't want to see no comments, no fake scores. I wanted to see it naturally. That will be the game. That will literally. That's what I'll be doing on the watch along again.
I don't know how you're gonna do that. Comments, man. Wait, bro, I'm telling you, private comments. Shout out to you and your watch-alongs, bro. It's not easy. I've been asked to do it. You know what I mean? Like so many viewers on our channel have been saying, "Grizz, do watch-alongs," and I'm
think it'll be good,
Well, I don't know how you do it, man. You're sick. You're too much.
And that's why you gain your kind of your audience as well. You know what I mean? They want you to kind of feel them, what you're feeling. You know,
you know me when I'm watching football, I'm like most analytical person ever. I'm analyzing it, man. I can't be talking to
Everything,
no
yeah.
one. Family,
Yeah.
kids, everyone, just get out. Don't talk to me.
Yeah.
Don't look at me. Don't talk to me. I
What
don't
about
want to
after
hear
the
you.
game?
Or not even get out, like into the other room, get out of the house. Like
Yeah. Is that how
go
you feel after the
neighbors.
game as well? Is that how you're
Huh?
going to be feeling after the game, do you reckon?
I
Get out of
don't
the
know,
house,
bro.
everybody.
I don't know, bro. I don't know what I'm gonna be like. I tell you
What's
what,
your
all I
team,
know,
Chris? What's your team? Give me your team.
I think our team's very straightforward. I think our team's gonna be very
Yeah.
straightforward, man. You can I hope none of the Man United coaching staff are watching this show, man, because I don't want to give them too much info. But our team's gonna be
Yeah.
Trent, our team's gonna be Matip, Fabinho, Robertson. I think in midfield is gonna be Thiago, Gini, Hendo, and then our three musketeers up front, B.
Ah, man. You know, when you look at it like that, man, I think it's got
It
me,
is
man.
what it is, bro. It is what it is.
It's got me that, man. I think you are unbeaten. How many years at Anfield? How many years are you unbeaten?
3 years now coming up to, man. 3 years, for
Jeez, man.
67 games. So that's like what, 8? Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Coming up to 3 years. This is a third season.
I'll give you my team. De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Bailly, Maguire, Shaw, Fred, Pogba, Fernandes, Rashford, Cavani, and Martial. So Cavani up top, left Martial, Rashford on the right.
And the three in midfield. So what, you're going Pogba,
Fred,
Fernandes,
Pogba, Bruno, Fred.
and I'm telling you straight, if that's your team, we beat you. I'm telling you, if that's your team, if you lot don't pick McTominay, we will run that midfield.
No, I think if you don't play
Your
Pogba, I think
boys
the game
cannot match our legs. Listen,
I
not having
think
this.
Pogba will give you
I know I'm on a
qualities.
Man United channel. I know I'm on a Man United channel, but I'm telling you, Pogba won't run Liverpool. Trust me.
After you not been watching the last couple of games, mate.
Listen, you're playing
He's
a
been
different
unbelievable.
breed. You're playing a different animal. Our midfield is animals in there.
Team. Yeah, I know the animals. I feel like without Pogba in that team, we have no hold of the football. We have no dictate of the play. You know, Bruno Fernandes is a clutch player. He will be further up the pitch.
Hey,
how do you keep the ball? Pogba keeps the ball, man, and he gives you that something.
Pogba and Fred ain't keeping no ball against us. I'm telling you, they're not keeping no ball against us. I'm telling you, we're going to be pressing you. If that's the team, I 100% guarantee that it's going to be the McFred partnership.
I know it will be. Grizz, what are you saying? Give me your score prediction. Give me a different one. I know we're going to do a show, you know, the top 6 show. You know
I can't give a different one. I'm going to stick to it because you know why? Then I start believing that, you know what I mean, anything can happen. I'm going to stick to my original score from early in the week, and I'm going to stick to it. I'm telling you, it's going to be 2-0 Liverpool. 0. And everyone's shocked out. How are you saying everyone's shocked at how I'm saying Man United ain't scoring, but I'm saying it.
Yeah. I'm going to give you a classic Desmond, man. I'm worth a 2-2. I'm worth a 2-2. I think it's going to be an entertaining draw. I think it's going to be flying tackles. I think there'll be a red card in there somewhere. I think there'll be lots of yellows. I think it'll be intense. Jurgen Klopp on the touchline going at each other with Ole. It's going to be intense, man. And I hope, man, you know, I mean, best of luck to Liverpool. Best of luck to United, where we will win the game. We will get the result that we need. Say it.
Say you're going to win the game.
No.
I need you to say it.
I think for us, it will be more of a win because a draw at Anfield is probably something that United take. You know what I mean? They will take that. Win. Even though I think Man City, if they win their 2 games in hand, will be top of the league. But still, you know, we have to think of what the present is now, and we are top of the league. You know what I mean? Grizz, it's been a pleasure. You know what I mean? It's going to be a good one, man. Bro. You know what I mean? Where can the people find you, man? Tell me what the people do. What you do?
Yeah, man. I hope all your army can come over because we're a Liverpool channel, but we have many shows that cover all Premier League teams, including Man United, and we try to be as independent as possible, neutral as possible when we talk about other teams. So LFC Day Trippers YouTube channel is where you can find me. Grizz Khan is my Twitter handle, and that's about it, B.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. You know what I mean? And that's been your opposition preview, guys. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to United Central. We're on the road to 30K, guys. So if you've enjoyed this video, hit the like button, hit the share button, like the video, subscribe to United Central. Back tomorrow for a match reaction, a pulsating game, a game that will be remembered forever as a turning point, towards the league, man. And it's going to be a good one, guys. Hold on, strap up, and it's going to be a big one. Guys, it's been a pleasure. Grizz, it's been a pleasure. I will see you soon, guys. Take care. Bye-bye, and peace.